Libra, today's your day. The February 2026 reading. I'm going to start with this deck, and I have no clue why. I feel like you might just be in that mood, like, I don't know, just because. Yeah, discipline, a bold legacy gift. This is the Temperance card, okay? You could be very disciplined at this time. You could be being very disciplined. You could be experiencing discipline. I hope not. But this can go anyway. So you apply it to your life the way that it applies to your life. This is the Magician card in the reverse. So Temperance is typically like Sagittarius. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Virgo. This Magician card in the reverse says stereotypes are funny for a reason, but it's in the reverse. And it's like a whole palette. So it's almost like I'm looking at the makeup on this card. There's like powder and stuff. It's almost like something isn't funny on the face of it. Okay, it's almost like you're like, I don't even know what you're doing. Like this okay, like I don't even know how to vocalize. You could just be kind of like flabbergasted, speechless, like really. Yeah, look, I felt it coming. This is the thing. Stereotypes are funny, so are jokes, so are wisecracks and stuff like that. But remember that there's always like just a little modicum of truth in them, unless someone's being brutally honest, in which case they're probably like making a joke. Here is a baby. This is the Queen of Pentacles. This one says there are journeys that turn into legends. This is really interesting. There's a lot about legendary legends, legacy, legends. It's a new idea being birthed. This idea of needing to mask it on the face of things. Obviously, the skeleton, this is really graphic. I don't know why this is coming through. Like, whoa. But this is like digestive juices that literally like the acids when you're decomposing underground. This is really graphic, sorry. This is like what happens after you've already been picked clean by the vultures and by the worms and the beetles and whatever lives down there, okay? Then you're reborn. Then you get to start all over again. Well, if you believe in that kind of stuff, if you believe in that sort of thing, if you believe in magic and I hope, no, I'm just kidding. Not really, but serious. Believe in something because this is the energy. And if the energy already is existent before I even picked up on it, it's already developing flesh. This is no longer a skeleton out the closet situation. This is now grown legs and has started walking. I don't know why I'm hearing Walking Phoenix. I don't even. Oh, I do know who that is. Yeah, he's a really good actor, but I don't know why that just came to mind. I guess it's just because, like, this grew legs and started walking. I don't know. I was just listening to myself say that. Yeah, Queen of Fire is right here. Something has literally Libra. You're like doing something right now that is seriously. It's kind of like this Frankenstein feeling behind it. I'm not gonna lie, just a little bit. Okay, not a lot. Love you, but it's like you're coloring outside the lines, creating like you're coloring in this skull, right? So you made it into a sugar baby skull, and there it is. Now on Dia de los Muertos, it just walks around on its own. That's like literally how bold. It's like you're giving life to something that didn't have any before. It was dead. It was skin and bones. It was wasting away. It had no color, no content. You're like, oh, let me just add something in right there. You know what I mean? Ooh, that was a good idea. This is the turning the wicked into the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It's a baby because they have to start upside down. Yes, they do. Then when they're born, they start walking. This is a phoenix moment, but you get to color it whatever color you want, and you get to color inside the lines, outside the lines. Hey, we don't care. You know what I mean? But it's something bold. It's the first 3D printing of like a technologically biological entity or something. Okay? It's something like that. It's something so, I just feel like it's groundbreaking. Whatever it is that you're working on, it's like there's going to be a marker in your life before and after this event took place. Yeah, look, here's tenderness in the reverse. This is number 9, but it is coming out on top of the stereotype in the reverse. So you could have made a stereotype about something that you should have given tender loving care. Okay? You could have made some assumptions. There's a lot of purple energy. So it's like stereotypes are funny, but they're funny for a reason. If you have too many reasons why, then we're not like sculpting anything anymore with clay. At this point, we're just like making mud, right? And that's okay too. You can grow lilies and lotuses out of mud. But I'm just trying to say that you have to switch projects. You have to go from sculpting to painting to gardening, which is fine because we got all the way to the flower. You know what I'm saying? Either way, whether this is on canvas or whether this is in a garden, we will make it. We are going to make it grow. This is not a literal physical baby. I'm not. Maybe it is. I don't know. Libra, what have you been doing? Just playing. Let me see what else needs to come out. There's something is like not really that tender. There's something wasn't really that funny, or I didn't have the greatest of reasons for being conceptualized in the first place. And it doesn't mean that that's a bad idea. It just means, like I said, you might need to switch gears several times in a relatively quick succession. Here's passion in the reverse, number 9. So we've now gone from 9 to 10, from tenderness to passion, both in the reverse. And that's because there's something about the wicked ways of other people. That is the story of Frankenstein. It is whether you want to alchemize something for the correct reasons or if you're just trying to play God. You know, it's the difference between marrying the love of your life versus trapping somebody that you had a one night stand with. I don't know. I'm just with a baby. You know what I mean? It's the difference. Yeah, the commitment is the difference. So it's number 27. There's no tenderness and no passion. Here's 27. I'm hearing 27 dresses. Yeah, there's judgment. It's almost like someone has been the bridesmaid for their entire life, right? And they're ready for a commitment to something more serious. Maybe they're ready for the M's, mortgage, marriage, maternity, right? All 3. That's either something that is just now happening or has not happened because of something that was not disciplined before. Maybe your temper. This is a shift, like I said. Literally, if this is a car, you just learned how to drive a car. That is now the commitment is carrying your baby in it. It needs to be a safe vehicle. This is not the same. We don't just put on a helmet and get in a car or just, push someone. You know what I'm saying? Like there's responsibilities that come with specific undertakings, and you don't want them to come from wicked ways. You want them to come from love and tenderness and passion and care. That's the bottom of the reading right here, is the bold discipline. That's what's being judged. It's a legacy that's being judged. It's a matriculation of information. Okay? It doesn't need to be physical, it could just be like metaphysical. That's your choice. Number 33 here. But it also, this has something to do with you specifically, Libra, needing to make a decision. What are you going to commit to? What's going to be your legacy? How does that work? How many times are we going to have to switch gears before we get there? Oh, there's community coming right out. You're maybe working on that within the community. Like I said, you're doing something that's going to affect you and your community. It's like a before and after marker. You guys like before Christ and after Christ. Well, Jesus, if you're the man, there's love. Okay, this is an up close of the new vehicle you are now driving through the community. Okay? And it's one that I feel like came from your legacy. This is your legacy. These are the trademark traits. They are the birthmarks that continually reoccur. These are the characteristics that define who you are, whether it's nurture, nature, or otherwise. When you're in a panic and when you're at your most bestest, this is you. This is the gravity of the situation. You're being boldly rooted here in this community to expunge, exonerate, exhume. And I don't know how that's going to work for you, but this is the gravity of the situation, which is why you always win also, Libra, because you're the scales. You can just remove the emotion from it, which you're not really doing. You're just putting it, right here for a moment. And then you're like, okay, well, now I've got this balanced out and I can put this back on the table again. You want to love the commitment that you make. And if you don't, the gravity of the situation is going to drag you through probably way more than what you bargained for. Not everything is supposed to be painted pretty in pink, peach, pear, periwinkle. Not everything is. A lot of people and a lot of things are. So don't worry. There's options. Yeah, look, this is zero conflict. Zero conflict to the love that you've got to give, Libra. You're just like out here like, oh, I am Libra, hear me. That's that. That's your read, Libra. This is awesome. Continue with this energy. I feel like whatever it is that you are committing to in a bold way, your judgment is sound. You're actually good. If I could hold up another card, I would hold up the love card. Because that's what this little dude, if you literally just conceive, that's what the little dude looks like right now. Little dust cloud full of love, right? That's it. It's a love baby, love child. Could be a brain love child, could be a physical one for all I know. You'll know how this applies. Have a wonderful February, Libra. See you next month. Bye.